Endsieg, The Second Coming by Elfride Jelinek, translated by Gitta Honegger. Introduction by Elfride Jelinek. The substitute class consciousness of the déclassé is fascism, which ultimately is hostile to the state. It grows everywhere and covers everything like a blanket of snow. It coats all classes. If anyone feels they cannot belong to anything or anybody, there is still a brittle patriotism that deceptively unites everything. This is what Donald Trump accomplished: make America great again. The personal magnetism for the masses, which will survive everything, even the heat death of the universe, remains a riddle to me. I already wrote about Trump's first presidency to understand this mechanism. I can't. But writing about things I don't understand is what I love most. And the danger is ceaseless, because these authoritarian endeavors are also increasingly popular in Europe. Since Trump's first term was already incomprehensible to me, his second candidacy after his attempted coup was even more incomprehensible. At that time, I wrote a kind of preliminary version about the incomprehensible, which I used now for my final text, the end text. For Endsieg, the final victory, I don't even have a conceptual structure in which I could place it. The text is like the strings of a harp which someone plucks, but I no longer understand what is behind it or how it functions. Sadly, I hear how it sounds. A poem is recited, which is the following. 1. Don't turn around. You're followed by a column of black ships done up with flags, done up the women, moving up the beautiful rolling waves. The Lord makes them big, bigger than ever. The women also do it, and this is how it shall be for all of us together. Perfect. Das Volk, the people, always perfect, always welcome. It says what it wants. It already said it to us, no worries. And look, they stay up there. They stay on top. Their heads are above the water again, in the foam which they secrete. That's their element, otherwise they would drown. So now we know they did not go down. It also may stay as it was, the people, das Volk. It will be great again, all of it. Foam on top of the waves which are coming and not going yet nonetheless. So transitory. Human beings who get abused, passed off as garbage or just offed. But they also off themselves. On the shores, it is piling up already, the sea of the suppressed, who finally are allowed to press on themselves from below to above. And then, all the more, from above to below. Wherever it is pressing, there is the folk. We are here. Now we'll soon become freer, safer, healthier. The Lord will soon arrive. Oh, I see, he's already here. I was not mistaken. I did hear the door open, this Lord who will embrace and kiss it, the people. What demon destroyed it so cruelly? This folk? They did not need a demon at all, but they got him in the west. There they approach, out from below to snow-covered rock. Those being led, those being had. The pressure gets passed on from both sides. It also pushes from below. All might wake up with the cries of woe. They are already awake, It's rolling. The wave rolls. Already it can no longer be stopped. The pressure is passed on from all sides. All will awake with sounds of woe. The wave's enormous column rolls in, roaring. It can no longer be restrained. Who would have thought so? Well, I did. And it came true. 3, 2. Now, there are already several people, several Völker, all peaceful now and pleasant. We won't need trenches anymore. Not in front of the courts either, and not 1,000 ship of believers, which are cutting through the water, plowing it up, sowing themselves into it, stirring it up to stir the masses as well. Yes, the masses also came. They brought with them their tribally bonded blood so that it won't get polluted by foreigners, for the newest detergent for sensitive skins that does not leave behind irritating residue. The ships lie deep, the pilots fly deep. A bullet whistled and everybody followed it, all of those who once again aren't even worth a whistle. They just don't know it yet. An umpire fired the starting gun and then quickly blew the whistle. The winner was already preordained. Everyone knew it. 3. The palace resounds with steps back and forth. The way it has been forever, it will go on forevermore, according to the hymn. Eternity starts now, dated as of today. Eyes turn forward, color rises in the cheek. Done. The down stays down. A tough hand made a grab for them. What there is will be distributed to friends, the only human breed that still exists. Freer, safer, healthier, richer. I stand against it. Not with me. I say nothing exists anymore. The other does not exist anymore. There's nothing to look at. There is only the one. 4. And the bullet too. It took the liberty, it whizzed by and took a piece with it. And that's all it got. Now it had gone and done it. Everyone wanted a part of it or be part of him. No. It only scratched the bullet. It was happy to cut into that bark. Now it is recorded. The spot is marked eternally. The bullet has nothing planned. It is in a hurry and can't accomplish much more. Someone's shaking his dusty hair, the snow blonde hair. Blondes always win. They must win. Advantage blondes. The champs, not only in Germany, champs everywhere. Your golden hair, your ashen hair. Shulamit, you lost. You are fired. Your flesh is not welcome here and nowhere else either. The man now lives in the house. The man takes possession of the house. The bullet knew it already before its target. Without the Band-Aid, it could no longer be seen. With or without the Band-Aid, no one sees anything. Not the shore underneath, not the face above the Band-Aid, pained with chalk, fearing the rain, the disappearance. We drink milk. The man now lives in the house. We drink milk every day, black milk, because that's all there is. We drink milk every day because we can. And the flesh finally gives in. It always must give in. It only has itself as protection. That which gives now without a giver, the givers give to others. They much prefer taking, but to him, to this man, they give more. They make him big, like his land. No, bigger, The land runneth over with him, and he runneth over the shores. He who has been placed above humans, a chosen one, a God incarnate. They give prayers for the land to get even bigger, so that folks don't lie so confined in their graves, so that they have room. But there is only water where it ends. Who's got the biggest? No, that grave we don't want. We dig our own. 5. The land is almost entirely surrounded by water, and where it remains hard, unyielding, unproductive, a wall will soon go up. Where it is too hard to dig, will soon blow up. Just you wait. Soon, no one can stop it anymore. A fence which supports and lovingly encloses it, the land, and makes it feel safe. More can be done. That dear land, it had to suffer so much. Now there's an end to suffering. Now the crowd screams like an animal that wants to get out of the cage. And what the crowd wants, it gets. The cage is open. The enemies, the hostile princes, are forced back behind a retaining wall. The warriors are questioned. One gets hit, a leaden bullet or whatever it's made of, hits inaccurately, but well enough. 6. They demolish each other. They devour each other. They are trying it. How dear this image is to me. I used it already many times. 2 serpents, both erect and intertwined with each other, simply devouring each other, just like that. One last time, come right up to me, all of you. But we're here already. Many are saying they don't have much more say anymore. No longer familiar to any people, any nation, this form which it created itself, a people's beautiful features. Something's oozing out of it. I can't see it from all the shit in its head. From blood? From being drunk on itself? We drink and drink. We wipe our mouth, we wash our hands. 7. Still more water coming down. The looks of the delegates, heavy-footed they arrived, lighter-footed they departed. Their goal is behind them. Luckily, like the bullet, there is such raging as if the goal was someone else, some other dick shit, in solitary torment. The looks now are ejected forcefully. They want to get something for being here today, for putting out right here, for terrifying the others with words and a battle roar. Those are just words, but what kind? Selected words others spat out before them. They picked them up, thinking that it was they who lost them. Calls as if of vultures resound. Eagles join in, whose young ones had been robbed. They eat you alive. Immediately, they draw their circles high above the nest, the Adlerhorst, the eagle's nest where their fate has been decided and is decided now. It hit the mark right on. It hit us where we were the goal, the target. But we also aimed at the others. It doesn't matter now. Unholy hands throw away the sword. Eternal peace threatens. Because then everything stays as it is. Just one more time, still more times. Freer, safer, healthier. 8. Poor us screaming nestlings. Not even the scream will they permit us. The scream swept the bullet away, but this God does not die away. He doesn't even have to resurrect. He is still erect. He is still hard. Says he gets slandered, libeled, but still stands there with his Bible, just to show you. He's coming up for air. He takes a breath of totally new air, which, however, is the old one, so that finally a different wind is blowing. More air, please. Here it is. Cheers. It is the second time around that the fun starts for real. We'll see. Underneath us is this hole. When did you last look into what was going on under you? Oh God, you supernatural one above us, our whole dear homeland has sunk into a hole. What can one say? Should we take the hole somewhere else? You just have to say it. So then do something. A hole of which they don't have an overview, looking into the depth we avoid, rising in front of it, the tabernacle with the only Redeemer whom we now are getting back again. Everyone gets a piece of him after this Lord had disappeared for a few years because he was stolen from us. We say it as it is. He was taken away from us. Now he's here again. 9. Let us turn away. The gates of this land of sorrow are unlatched. We see here the opponent writhing in his blood, so it is said. Opponents everywhere. But we're totally peaceful. We don't attack. We get attacked. And we must defend ourselves. In the womb of the masses lies the outcome of this campaign. The masses are like a mother to themselves. The masses are a woman who, after all, produced these masses. Let's not be childish. But we are children, so why not? The crown of thorns has been removed. The God is now recognizable to those who always were his, but did not know why. Excuse me, but we certainly have the right to mention our religion, and not always only the ones that want to kill people. Of course, that God who on every street corner can give you change for peace with war, which he feeds on, often on screen, even though he can't be shown. Ours will show his appreciation even to those who do not acknowledge him. Those he will know best. He'll keep an eye out for them. They've been earmarked, but there will be no consequences. For our God, no one must get his hands dirty. For the other one, his followers, have their hands full. The other birds raise their heads to heaven. Oh my God, eternal peace I create for you, says the Lord. No, not this one, the other one. What I leave you is peace. No problem. I give you my peace, a peace such as the world cannot give to you. Only I can do that. I repeat, peace I leave you. Peace I give to you. And that is everywhere. There will be eternal peace all over the world, which will go hand in hand with prosperity. They always come together. They have known each other forever, though they never arrive. The address was kept a secret from them, so now they just get going, but don't know where to, and they distribute something to some who scrape the fiddle more darkly. 10. The eagles are screaming again. We'll get you all right. The eagles will land shortly. Step back from the border, or else they'll get you, or else the war will get you. It will catch up with you. It will cash in on you again, and you wouldn't want that. The money we poured into war will now pour into peace. We are really looking forward. Peace will get you too, but elsewhere. Stay where you are, or it won't find you. You are in the wrong place here. Peace, nowhere in sight. It hasn't arrived yet. We can't be saved, let alone save anything right now. The water rises higher and higher, but at least people no longer talk so highfalutin. They finally say what's what. They always say so, but we didn't understand them. They always say the same thing. Why? Because they're right. And that's the truth. He didn't see it coming, that bullet. And he didn't see anything else coming either. Not the other candidate, a woman who's already gone again. They always go away, women. And it takes an eternity until they finally come. He likes what else he has in mind. He's got all the time in the world now, which belongs to him alone. As our guy saw her go, the bullet, he knows what he can make of it. He can make plows and cutlery out of it. He can make weapons for at home, for violence, which can be used at home. But he doesn't do that. To each his bullet, that he can do, that works. You too will soon shake in your boots. He sold you with fitting caps to better walk all over you while you lick his boots and he pulls out his strap to boot. That's what you get for blowing your tops. Just you watch for the sneakers, he screams. The bullet might take something along, something of the flesh of his flesh. It doesn't take much. Instead now, he's taking us along. He orders us. Strike up a dance. He's not the fastest runner. He's no Achilles, by no means. But he is a good dancer. He sways with himself. He weighs remarkable pounds, which are on the other side of the scale pan. 11. The eagle is crying now. He cries for his children. He, the old new king, does not cry. His flesh can take it with immediate effect. It can take anything. You can see it. He looks it. He doesn't have to visit his dreams anymore. They realize themselves independently, on their own. There are no work for him. Right in front of him, he sees those were not dreams at all. A man like he does not dream. He also lives in his dream, and how? This here, what is it? The pile. What is it? Those are corpses of people surrounded by other people, lamenting because they have nothing better to do. He'll put an end to all of this. Everything must end anyway. Now everything must turn around. The world will be, I repeat for the last time, cross my heart, freer, safer, healthier, more wonderful with every day. Who knows what it might be? Okay, so he will end violence, which nobody has any use for anyway, let's be honest, or he will turn it against his enemies. You surely see it like that, don't you? It makes no difference anyway. He likes to end things because he doesn't like to work. I tell it like it is. Why don't I tell everything because it is like it is? No idea. But at least he won't have to dress warm anymore because he will stay naked, the new emperor. We don't mind. It's easier that way when another disaster will be revealed again in front of which we then will stand speechless and cold. 12. The eyelids squeeze closely in one's sleep, which will once again bring forth monsters. Here they come already. No, it's not yet them. This is a man who puts the week's groceries into the trunk and then seats his wife in the front so that he knows where in front is, so that he will remember. This is where he must drive. This is where we're headed. We forgot the breakfast flakes. We got to go back. Let's hope they aren't melted yet, the frosties. Oh, you, Lord God, could also thaw for once. Relax. The smile of a god can't clear up any forehead. Exactly above his eyebrows, that's where he rages. Easy to see. Everyone sees it in words and violence, in the violence of words, in the violence without words, in the violence or the words, and in the popular anti-wrinkle poison. And now, it has happened. He still stares into the TV where he stars. He's worried if his ear will hold up. Yes, it holds up. Will the outcome hold up? Yes, it holds up. It has the screaming in a tight strange hold and presses it to the ground. Those who were still on top are the suckers now. That's how fast it can go. Serve them right. Why are they screaming so much? Now the ruler can't hear his own words. That's how his words hold on to him, that he can't hear them anymore. He drops them like hot potatoes. The crowd watches everything. They latch onto it all. They wrap him in crap with gravy. He's their main course. A court has confirmed it after all. And you? What are you still doing here, huh? You now must endure whatever bane he sends you. You'll also endure bigger disasters. Just listen to him. He speaks as if in his sleep, like his opponent, a woman who we don't have to remember anymore, who can no longer counter him and never could. He is not too old, not too weak, not too sick, not too smart, not too stupid. Go ahead, please, come in. Luckily, we don't know what he is. We only know whom we want to make the ruler over us. 13. This master lost his opponent, his slave. You can't find him at the moment. All of us will be slaves. Everyone tears from their bones the withering flesh. Old they are themselves, and the young are young. They know it themselves. Everyone is who they are, and likewise it is as it is. Huh? What do you think about that? The king says that now he will most certainly return, now all the more. And there he is, the new opponent he doesn't even recognize, but he knows that this opponent is insane, absolutely insane. That's what he says. Yes, exactly. He says it about a woman, a crackling mad woman, a grinning monkey, doesn't even know her skin color by heart. Though she looks in the mirror all the time, always claims a different one when asked, and that is exactly what she is and always will be, different. Just with whiter teeth than we. They just can't bite. The eagle screams again, and the screams of people follow him. There's this tremendous noise we have known for a long time. It drowns out everything. We know it and appreciate it. 14. They missed the last crucifixion, but now they are all part of it. They are witnesses and will surely encounter the king on their next walk. The disciples will encounter and recognize him, or not. Someone is already putting his hand into the wound but gets dragged away. We don't want to hear about wounds today on this day of triumph. Whatever you died of, don't say anything now because we already know it. We know what you're saying and going to say. We are voting ourselves, and therefore we vote for ourselves. We elected ourselves. We didn't have to look at the ballot. We are children to talk to blind old folks. We are old folks who talk to deaf children. All of them are talking at once, but the result is the same. With royal gifts, the winner is welcomed in the house. There are no more pursuers. He is lord of money. More one cannot be, but the money can always be more. How about a little more, huh? People don't count, only money counts. Whose master he is because he made himself into it and also made for it by dark foreigners, whom we shall never meet. They hold their hands under his soles and heave him up. Heave ho! 15. Our devoted pursuer close behind us, still devoted, but surely soon devious, referred to as the specter below, someone painted on the wall warningly, rather than speaking of his vice, but bigger he is than the boss, the current winner. So then our followers might not even follow us. He follows completely different types who haven't turned around for him once, not twice. They know who he is. They always know where he is. We also turn around and see nothing. We see nobody and nothing. Our follower simply doesn't follow. He doesn't want to follow all the rules, and that's his vice. I don't know where he is now, but I know he's here. 16. Okay. So where was I? Because you constantly interrupt asking me things I don't know either. But mind you, the white dove for the king arrived and has already gone again. You can read about it in a moment. Pity. We would have loved to take a selfie. Even better, a lot of them. So that everyone knows the king was here. He's here again because he was here once already. He is here and gone. The disciples will acquire a peaked cap with his catchy phrase that he will come again, and lo and behold, here he is already. Well, that must go on your head now, but it is not worth it anymore being younger. The king doesn't need this anymore. He does not need to become younger. A younger one already stands right behind him. He already steps on his heels. He's more than ready to walk right through the old king like a hot knife through brittle bones. The land is big enough for him now and forever. Currently, it is still open to anything. Who knows for how long? Young or old, it's all the same. It's all his. The king owns it all. 17. He belongs to everybody. Pity. We wanted him for ourselves only, but he belongs to all. Now he belongs to the world. Do we really want a guilt-stained man in this position? We do. And also will get him. We don't see his guilt at all, not his infamous marital bond. We considered him a native who does not permit vagabonds to shack up among us. Trusting him, we put our hand on this good catch. We might not have done it had he not threatened us that without him, we won't get ahead, we'll get nowhere. We see only pain and sorrow everywhere, and only the dead would not be touched by misery. 18. All others he will beat. He's old, but all others he still can beat, whole in one. And that is his way. What do you think? You think you'll get a free lunch here? No way. And not cheaper either, the others. All the others he can still beat, from resurrection to resurrection, forever and ever. He just has to keep an eye on the watch. On the one coast, it is different from the other. Therefore, he must resurrect more often. Every state wants its savior, after all. Like ebb and flow against the sea, they also keep coming. Even I understand this. Here with us, it is day while you are still benighted. And now he will safely escort his disciples through the crowd that will divide before them on its own. No need to divide and conquer. The crowds can take care of this. Any others are not around anymore. They didn't get in. The crusade is over. Now, it's high time to crucify. 19. The shepherds of nations rise. The king once again not among them, but he will come. He'll make his appearance shortly, it is said. The havoc he wreaks, he won't run into himself. His father's soul, deceased, does not contradict him. Nobody contradicts him. Fawningly, everyone heralds his fame. He won. He kept his herd together. He wasn't hanged for a sheep or a lamb, for that matter. Instead, he could feather his nest all the better. He shepherds separately. He has his own herd that greets him every day with its pledge of allegiance. He is with the wolves. He's not with the sheep. The helpless will go first. We'll do away with those. We besiege God with prayers so that everyone knows by that breed of man this land will be led, and who will be helped sustainably, and who then must get out instantly. Upright is the man who is your master. He does not help the helpless. He helps those who don't need help. 20. The eagle shrieks again. No one says stop. Nobody tells it anything. Somebody's got to say stop. But this one drives through everything, every stop sign. Somewhere there's a big crash again. No idea. No, nobody here. Only he's still here, but he withdrew. There's something, somebody we set in motion, but where is he? Just now he's been talking to us. His wife at his side, who is everything, but certainly not his mother. Any minute, her face will tear right through the middle. That's how taut it is. We are tantalized. Maybe we'll see it happen. Nobody can stop this lucky strike anymore, least of all, nobody. Thus he stands, the Prince of Heaven, the golden locks, or whatever that is, covering old and new wounds. He doesn't seem to wonder that he wasn't even wounded then. What's there to wonder? It was a miracle. Amen to that. The noblest furors around him now, a golden flock, gold-plated long ago, yes, also the armor around their chest. Peace, it says on their license plate. But do they know it too? Do they know what to do? Where to go with all those battles? Yes, sure, why not? Gilded also the plume on the sparkling hair helmet. Everything else on him, they'll also gild. Want to bet? Around him they stand, and he'll be coming momentarily. It is his moment, a wandering, no wounded god at the center. When the doctor, quickly sent for, maybe already present all the time, just to be sure, got to see the wound of the quickly passing bullet, he sucked his blood. No, he did not suck any blood. That's what the king leaves to the other bloodsuckers who want to weaken our workers, so that he will become a strong Führer and also stay one at their expense. Those, however, believe that the powerful rather pursue boars or bouncing balls than them. Not with us. We are not the elect. But with us, elections are won. We wanted to finally make a clean sweep. Nobody tells the truth, but we are telling it all the time. It's just that no one noticed. That helped them, no doubt. Now he stays with us, unhindered, unless he dies before, and then his specter will be called into action, his shadow, who will cover all of us until we suffocate in it, because money needs no people. It needs only itself. This shadow goes in front and throws with people, not the other way around. And then everything is taken from them. Take me, take me. Take you where? But nobody will ask this question anymore. 21. Whom will we bury today? Someone who steals even the children of eagles? Someone who will also clean you out. He'll also trade you an eye for an eye. Did you already look at the new pictures of him? No, he won't do that. He won't buy himself anyone. He's already got him. Don't exaggerate like that. It's so typical of you. On the contrary, he, in return, he will give everything. He doesn't have to do that. He'll let you have it. Less than he's got. I just don't know what and how much. These folks ally themselves with others. There's bonding and brotherhooding. The sisters left. Finally. New bonds are in the making. Now all of them are one uniquely unified people that made itself big on its own, so that His Majesty has a landing field and won't fly off the handle. And of course, this Lord and Master had also to enlarge the ground under him considerably to make room for all the buckets that must be kicked. No one shall sleep, all dead. Okay, his reach must also be extended so that the land be finally big enough for all those who want it more comfortable and bigger. And they also made it bigger so that there's room for all of them, so that all of them have room where the king already is, where even the king goes on foot, because he doesn't want to go there at all and never gets there anyway. High praise for his consideration of us. We pass it on. He deserves it. So that all of them, without mooing, can be led to the slaughterhouse, where animals exhale with a roar, but not in anymore. Yes, some who could neither hear nor see and didn't know what hit them have instead an understanding of cattle and the best way to kill it, so that it would shut up and let us get some rest before the eternal rest. 22. Simply by being here, they do it. They could do it, what? No idea. Oh yes, sure, that's what it was. Make the land bigger, make it as big as it's always been. You just didn't notice back then. So do it, finally. Make it bigger, at least as big as it once has been. It's just that we didn't know it then. So get going. At least as big, that's how it must be once again, so that we too can finally see it. You have resisted sleep for so long. Now the king sung you to sleep. He finally got you to see the light, the blue light on the ride to the hospital, also for himself, to the house of houses, also for himself, but only shortly, whatever. This terrible time has ended now. He's back in the arena. The robbing he'll do himself this time, in person. We, however, are standing there and tolerate it. The road to it, no idea, but I'll be there faster than you, leading the way to serve you as the Führer. Yes, to serve. That's what it's called now, since the servants are finally silent. No more chances for them. Well, I can't see any. I'll be there faster than you, leading the way to serve you as the Führer. And I can see any. Remember, the catcher gets caught, and he, the hunter, was struck by hunter's luck. What do we say to it? We say, whatsoever is won with guile and against the law cannot endure. Helpers he won't find either. Say what? And what about his shadow? He's already getting bigger. A man who will come, the man of the future, shortly before his arrival, who will replace him better than he has ever been. His right hand that is given to the king, while the left hand, which knows exactly what it's doing, already clasps the land, which means with a money clip? You surely cannot overlook him. He knows the folk better than himself, this Führer of the shadows, who will come to take away the rest of our sins. He already carries his wishes bold-faced in front of him. Okay, but what is thrown here is quite weird. It is a man, not his shadow. The shadow throws the people. I can't believe it. A talking shadow, giant-sized. I can't imagine it. I must be wrong. Well, let's hope so. Well, no one hears it anyway. Let's stop it. Stop it so that he can rule in peace and quiet, so that he can get to work undisturbed, so that he can get down to business, so that he finally gets to sit down. He's always here, the future one. He's waiting already in the ruler's body that he can separate from the ladder and rule himself. The ruler won't stay. No ruler stays. It would mean, after all, that he stayed behind. Stay back. No, we don't want that. He stays here with us, unimpeded. The ruler and his shadow stay. It makes no difference who is in front and who's behind. Done. Finished. He assures us he won't die before at least 4 years. Then his shadow can take over. He can practice in the meantime. He won't rest until all the money will be directed to those who want to marry it. He's the bride's father of the money and its bridegroom at the same time. The bride, he's not. That would go too far. He's also his dowry. This righteous man has earned it. 23. The king will fix everything. Off with the crown of thorns. He doesn't need it anymore. Nor the band-aid on the ear. So big they could also see it in the back. Rows and boxes, their own ears to get ready for the field of the battle for the field. This band-aid he doesn't need now anymore. It was a small crumb of consolation. He doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't need consolation. He is the consolation for the ravaged land. He rushes sprightly to the honor-crowning open battle in front of the camera. It is over. He won. He wants to talk instantly with his shadow now, but that one already does not answer him. But all along the line, he paces off. He doesn't need answers. He's sufficient. He's not insufficient, but we certainly have enough of him. His mouth is equipped with golden lock that is supposed to placate us. No chance to ever get into it, into the ruler's body. The chips are in place, the followers put in their places. The followers are plain, but they count. Each one of their small votes counted. The fire is burning now. It has been burning for a long time. Nothing changed. No one walked across the water. It has been decided, that's all. It's over. The eagles pack up their picnic bags and fly away with sad glances at the empty nest. Well, they'll just build a new one. Someone will guard it. And that will also be he. 24. It was all for nothing, but not for free. The battle over the hill, the battle on the hill, the shining light of the deity, everything vanished. The golden house gone, the disgrace of having won and still lost vanished. Everything gone, and then this, won again. I don't believe it. Who can stand it? Something like that. It's getting boring and always the same, winning, always the same, the usual suspects are always winning. That's no fun. The winner is always he. And if for once he doesn't win, then he's the tempting prophet that's worth fighting for. 25. The king's victory, happy shout, reaches all of us in sound and vision. Just a moment. We're coming. We are marching west. Where, may I ask, is it? We are marching west. Excuse me, aren't all of us in the west? The run of the believers will fill the breaches in this fallow earth where there hasn't been life in a long time, in meadows, in highways. What are you standing around doing nothing, you vultures? And you, eagles, what about you? Break us over. Break-ins are on. Everything that has been locked, the last bastions, burn them down. Now everything goes. Shameless and yet vulnerable, the country's sons freeze in place, exhausted from their rushed runs over the all too leisurely mowed meadows, through no longer green valleys. The last ones are already getting up again. In front lines will also have their turn. Up ahead there is that shadow. He'll also have his turn. The lines are marching on. The luscious pastures, the busy meadows aren't lazy either, but the grim cuts will get them soon. There is a reaper, yes, but we don't see him. Where is he? He's called death. There is a reaper. Oh yes, the sons too. They're also into it and in for it. They are running through the cities, which are also tired from everything that is done to them every day, let alone during the night. But no one must sleep. They can be tired. Let them be tired and inattentive too. A God will think for them, but they must not sleep. Not yet. The God will put in a tree. He will put all of them, and if he can't do it, he will pass on the garden to even stronger reapers behind it. Now, I will only briefly tell of what went on, as if I could really do that. At my age, one loves the spare word. I don't have room for more anymore. That case he can close. The Savior, the Father. Listen to him only. Listen only to him. Don't listen to me. You're supposed to listen to him. And warm regards. In the future, be as loyally concerned about me as you have been up to now. I need it. I'm all alone. 26. Still tired from the fast run? Abandoned by courage and strength? Then they might as well follow him. There is no one else around. At the seashore, the people who are like the sea, boundless these days, there are no borders for them. They are everything. They are everybody. They are totally drained, but not drowned. They can play everyone else too. The eagles too, for all I care. The few that still can fly, chased by the majority who roam through the woods with their guns. Those aren't heard of. The shooting majority is not heard of. You'll hear from them very soon. You're going to hear from us, they say. The majority is often heard of and will be often heard of, but no one listens. He always was the winner. That's somewhat monotonous, don't you think so? Those who saw it themselves don't even listen anymore. They already know it. They remember past strives, but are happy to let go of what's past to wherever it wants. Like the shadow, its person, although all of them are distressed that now no one, besides their neighbor, wants to even argue with them. Will this speech protect? Will they be protected from this powerful speaker? No, this speech will not protect them. They don't need any protection anyway. Now all of them are for the ruler no matter what he says. Exactly. It is as I prophesied. So there is one walking along the ocean shore who had forsworn the rage against the shepherds of nations, but he does not give a damn about those peoples, I swear. Except for this one. Shouting horrifically, it attracts its ruler's attention always anew, whose wound has stopped hurting long ago. They are many. They are almost everybody. They girded themselves with their own strength. The pants slip down nonetheless. One can already see their frightful balls. Sorting and ordering, they walk through the lines of warriors, who they are themselves. They stand erect. They arm for the final battle, the end camp. The date is fixed already, they were told. Preliminary battles no longer necessary. Against whom? Forefight for what, when the main battle has already been won before the forefight started? Excuse me, against whom was the main battle? You don't have to remember it. That one's no longer necessary. That new opponent would have been necessary. A woman! Give me a break. Her, we let pass together with her speeches, which don't reach us. No chariot needs to be prepared, no muscle tense, no armor reached for, rage no longer produced, nor strength. Now we produce the fight, a new product we offer, but everyone knows from at home, just in somewhat different form, a worse form, it won't even get started. It won't win anyway. And then we export it. We export the fight, just the rage, until it wraps the land in its flowered cover, so that no one will look underneath anymore for what's there, thinking it is peace that's there, because peace can't keep itself. It must be kept, but not under wraps. It must be supported that it won't fall the last moment. It really sucks that we should have to keep this kind of thing too. 27. Hurry to the King of Shadows until you become shadows too. All of you. The new big army, just shadows who burn themselves into the walls of buildings. Whole cities vaporize. The people are gone now, all gone. They're available only in gold and optionally set with precious stones, but not for everybody. Not for everyone. Who could still afford people at this inflation rate? Finally, we now produce shadows only in our shadow factories. Back to the very last lines, they shall fight the shadows, yes, but in the front too, yes, please. First, they should fight against the sun, without which, though, they wouldn't exist. But it's so hot. Every day, that heat. Fighting for every single vote, no longer necessary. He's got them all already. Those he needed, even more than he needed. This is clear as daylight. Now we know it. the protector of the dry land, but also of the oceans. He won. So many words, such outcome. We do share everything. We divide, also the votes, and then we unite them again. We cast the lots. Those who had no destiny are creating it now for themselves. The lot spoke, all of us won, it says. We will be told our win. We're still waiting for the voice to sound our vote, to each his own, to each her own, no more theirs either. Right on time for the closing date, a thundering voice, not of this world. We've never heard anything like it. We're all done, finished, finally, all of us. Well done. Up, for, in, and over. Over the rainbow. That's enough. No need for more. Everyone hears it, the voice, even before there can be a hearing of the king. Everyone hears him and his voice, which he always carries with him. The king of shadows, the shadow of the king, the dark of the night, the dark night, the far heavens where the king will soon be. Luckily, not yet, but soon. The shadow waits patiently. He's got only one weird vice, but that's a laugh. He saved himself, but no one else. That cloud that slid in front of the sun, that election that went down a slippery slope against the king, this won't happen to us again, because this time he will win. Finally, this time has come, springtime for the big fart. Yes, this air still belongs to us, and what we don't have, he will let us have it. The shadow is thrilled. He's made of air after all. He'll heal himself in no time, wanna bet? Our balls are tough, but not tough enough. The horse chews on the bit, the flakes fly, it is foam. The horse doesn't have it from talking, he does. His bit flickers in the spotlight. He thinks we went out already, but we are still here. Heil. He will assign us his signature duties. He will order us whom we should order what. Heil. He will take care of it. He won't care about us, but he will take care of something. He has not yet announced. He doesn't have to. Not yet, but soon. So you can take it to the bank. By the way, how is he doing anyway? Does he have a new message for us? Does that man take us seriously at all? Did the near-death experience change him in any way? Might this victory not be as radiant as it could be? We polish and polish. What don't we know yet? What does not yet shine through the glass, which is as clear as it is invisible? And yet, it is here. What will we still find out? We find ourselves in a battle of the good against the bad. It depends which side you're on. Breathing heavily, the fighters lean against their weapons. The wounds are still hurting. But it was for the cause. It paid off. Now others get paid and more others are paying. And still more others are counting. Yet again others are down for the count. For him, they kept counting. All doubts have been removed. At long last, the King of Man arrives in the hall. The sight of the congregation. Who got hit? Something's ringing in our ears. Did the Son of Man leave and returned as king? Did the shadow get back in his place? He mightily overrated himself. Exactly. Yes, this is exactly what happened. But we don't even know yet who won. But now we do. We know Do we act or hesitate? He wouldn't hesitate at all. We submit ourselves to him. One of our delegations has to vomit. Now the next one. The serpents of people whined several times around the building. Oh, this fight will tear us apart. We tear up our breasts, that is, those who have them. The others just do something else. There is enough around. Who pours water on us to extinguish us? What does this God of man say? We're on fire. We are dying to know. All of us together have the burning earth and a high burning mountain covered with burning trees. No, not high, just a hill we climb, climbing again and again with our backpacks behind and our rage up front and the weapon more to the side. We've been up there many times. Meanwhile, we can find the way there in our sleep. Now only our Lord and Master still has to come. We see he has arrived. He's here. Now he's here. He never was away, but now he's here all the way for us. Welcome. Who are you? The best of immortals who calls us? Who asks us? He does not have to. On fire, we say yes. Until we've come to our senses, we just keep saying, still on fire. Yes.